I'll go closer, I think.
Hello, everybody. It's Ryan from Pi Records, and I'm here with the guys from Silver Tongue Devils. How are you guys?
How you making up, bud?
Awesome. Awesome. Love this shirt. Kind of goes hand in hand with these guys.
Hell yeah.
Why don't we
love Night Chill?
Yeah, man, they're awesome. So why don't we start by introducing yourselves and what instruments you play?
Go ahead, bud.
All right. I'm Gumby. I play drums.
I'm Bobby. I play bass.
I'm Aaron, and I play guitar. Poorly.
Awesome, guys. Awesome. So one of the things I noticed about the album that I had was, if not all, it was majority covers. Learning, and as it says on your Bandcamp, you're learning songs in a basement, and then you just kind of let the record fly, and you leave the mistakes in, right?
Okay, yeah. I wouldn't call it an album by any means.
Yeah.
We were just putting the band together in 2016, and we're just three buds that were jamming in my basement. I had a studio there, and it was literally just a live off the floor band practice is all it was. And we were just newly formed in 2016 at the time we did that. And it was literally just majority covers. And I think we had only written one original at the time. And at the time, it didn't even have a name.
Yeah.
So in that playlist on Bandcamp, you're talking about it, it's literally called Yet to Be Named Original. Like, and it was just a whole list of mix of covers. Yeah.
Well, I'm a huge fan of the Reverend Horton Heat and Slayer, of course. And the Hanneman Uber Alles was a real treat to hear all of his riffs in one song. Tell me about how you guys came around to arranging all that.
That was you, really.
Well,
yeah, you picked.
Yeah, it was, I don't know, just goofing off loving Slayer. I mean, obviously been playing Slayer for a million years. I love it. But just smash together a whole bunch of riffs they have in E. It's all tremolo picking. And I've noticed, like, I do a lot of other ones we didn't put out, but metal translates to surf perfectly.
Oh, yeah,
and
totally.
So all thrash metal galloping I've been doing for years, and like even all black metal tremolo, you know what I mean? You just clean it up and put reverb on metal. So yeah, I was just goofing off holding my guitar one day, just mashing together Slayer licks and like a medley kind of thing. So it was,
and then we realized they were all Hanneman tracks.
Yeah.
So that's where the song title came from.
Gumby
okay, cool.
Named it. I think he had just recently passed too, not long before that, so it was kind of fresh.
Yeah,
and we were jamming. Then Gumby name, yeah.
Yeah, man, that tune is awesome. And
Thanks,
you ended the song, was it Seasons in the Abyss? It's just that one little riff.
Yeah. Just a quick snippet at the end. Yeah,
that was pretty cool. So tell me about where you guys are from and what the surf scene is like there.
Oh, the surf scene is not existent. You mean surf as in surf music?
Yeah.
Or the actual surfing? Okay. Well,
you're looking at it.
Yeah. We're in Fredericton, New Brunswick, on the east coast of Canada, in the Maritimes. And there's surf scene, not so much.
Not in our city or our province.
There's a couple of the bands
in Eastern Canada. Like, you've already interviewed the Green Reflectors, and they're kick-ass. They're from Nova Scotia, the province next to us, and they're fantastic. But in New Brunswick alone, I think we're literally the only surf band at all in our entire province. Yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong, please. But like that we're aware of, we're the only one.
Yeah, there's some on the west coast of Canada as well, but it's such a huge country that there are a lot of bands that are just spread out over a far period.
Yeah. And surf as a whole is such a like puny niche thing. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but
it's
what I've come to find is there's a lot more bands as I go through these interviews. There's a lot more bands than what I expected. They're just spread out.
Oh, hell yeah. The fact that you were able to have a whole, everything you do, you know what I mean? Your entire YouTube channel based on the surf genre blew my mind that there was that many bands. You've just opened me up to so many new bands. Yeah. Like, there's a ton. It's crazy.
That's the point. Like, opening up people to bands, and also, bands connecting, labels connecting with bands, because you're all part of the same thing. It's cool when you can make that connection with other bands.
Hell yeah.
So what I did was we have a featured channels on the bottom of our YouTube channel. And if you go there, you can see links to the labels and bands I've interviewed. And
Cool.
you're on there. So if people like the interview, they can go there and check out videos that are related to you.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem.
There's
So
not much stuff of us out
Yeah.
there. We're a brand new band and we haven't done anything yet. Like the fact that we just started our Instagram page basically the other day.
Yeah.
And within the first couple minutes of having it, you were one of the people that followed us. And then you
Yeah.
asked us to do the interview and I didn't see your message till like a week after you had sent it. And I was like, holy shit, like, what do you want to talk to us for? We haven't done anything. We're brand new.
We've got an album of covers on Bandcamp, and that's it.
Yeah. So I should have touched on that earlier. We started in 2016 jamming and we did that little live off rehearsal recording in 2016 and then lost our rehearsal space and basically weren't a band for a few years. And then it was just during the lockdown or whatever that Gumby kind of messaged us and put us back together. So it's really only in the last year we've actually been a band.
Yeah.
And we've played, I think, 3 gigs in total. Like,
Yep.
We're literally brand new. But in the lockdown, we wrote and recorded a full entire original album. It just hasn't come out yet.
oh, are you guys putting that out yourself?
Yeah,
Yeah.
So
unless somebody wants to contact us.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is it all original
Come on.
material?
Yeah, 100%.
Oh.
17 songs ready to
I can't wait to hear it, man. That's gonna be awesome.
go. Okay. It's drums, bass, and guitars are already done. We sent the tracks off to a guy in a neighboring town not far from here that I've played rockabilly stuff with before in my other band. He's an amazing multi-instrumentalist, and we're getting him to record saxophone lines and
Oh, nice.
Hammond organ stuff on it.
Oh,
But he hasn't done it yet. So that's right now, that's where we're stalled at. But we've been staying productive in the meantime and recording and writing and working out the artwork. Yeah, dude. Like we've got a lot of big things in the works.
awesome. So you have will that be out on vinyl or CD or?
Hopefully vinyl, that's what we're
Vinyl's
talking
what we're
about.
Trying to do.
Yeah. Because we're
Yeah.
all vinyl dorks.
Yeah, totally. As you can see up here.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
So one of the things I'm interested in is I love thrash music. So when I heard the Hanneman song, I was totally down with it and I totally get the connection. Like what was it? 31 years ago, Anthrax did Pipeline. And
Yeah.
it was totally like, oh my God, my uncles used to play this music and now Anthrax is playing it. And he said the same thing. Scott Ian said the same thing you said, that it translates very well into the genre.
Hell yeah. Yeah. We did some other ones too.
Yeah, we do a municipal waste one.
Awesome.
What's that one?
Awesome.
We do the Waste one. We do a slow, like swingy version of Love Gun by Kiss.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I wrote myself and demoed on the computer once, was like a medley, same way we did the Slayer one. It was like a medley mashup of the riffs. We did a Maiden one, but we never really jammed on it or ever played live or anything like that.
Not yet.
But
I love
the
it.
metal translates well over.
Yeah, totally.
It's fun.
Hey, did you hear the new Maiden album?
No,
Yeah.
I didn't. Not the full thing. I heard the single, but not the album. What'd you think? Go ahead, man.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's I don't know. It's late period Iron Maiden. I don't know. Everything's way too long, but I'm a sucker for Maiden, so I still listen to it.
I'm the same way. It seems like they're more, if they could possibly have done it, they went less on the distortion and more on the prog.
Yeah. And I don't know. I mean, I've read reviews that like pretty much nail it where they're like, why is that producer not telling them, no, Steve, you don't need another chorus.
I saw that. But
it's like, that's right. Somebody needs to tell them, like, no, guys, they don't all need to be 10 minutes long.
Hasn't he been like their producer for the last 4 albums or something like that?
Yeah, exactly. I think they're getting too comfortable. I don't know.
Yeah. Now I would say that this album sounds just. I think this album sounds like Book of Souls.
Yeah.
Just really
Yeah,
long.
I mean, yeah, exactly. I mean, there's good moments for sure, but
yeah.
yeah,
So
there's lots of repetition.
so you guys are obviously influenced by thrash and metal, rockabilly, as per the Big Sky cover, more psychedelic.
Yeah.
But punk rock is definitely something I heard in there. What can we
No, really?
what can we expect on like on your original songs that are going to be coming out?
None of that. No,
Really?
I'm kidding. There's obviously tinges of all of that,
Yeah.
but
The original stuff, I don't know. It's more like,
slightly towards the cleaner traditional.
yeah.
But
Oh, really?
we're not a roots purist traditional band. We're obviously a bunch of dudes that come up out of the punk and metal scene growing up. Like we've all played in punk, currently do play in punk and other punk and metal bands. The studio stuff is slightly cleaner than how we do it live.
Trying to go clean.
I use a little more of my distortion pedal live than I do on the studio stuff.
Okay. Okay, that guitar in the middle of you two guys is beautiful. I think it's green.
Yeah.
It's a match pair.
Look at those, man. That's awesome.
Thanks, man.
Is
They're
that
not
is
ugly.
that what you used to record?
No.
No.
On the album, I used my Gretsch Black Falcon, and he used his Thunderbird bass.
Okay.
But those
Okay.
are for the live.
Yeah, we use those live though. They're pretty gorgeous. Yeah.
Wouldn't you?
Yeah.
I'd be using these.
Totally.
Mm.
You nerd out on your gear too, Ryan?
What I really like is Fender.
Yeah.
I played a whole bunch of things, but none of them kind of like feel comfortable to me like a Strat or a Telly. So I have one of each.
Nice.
And then I modified the Strat. I put a little 59 in it to give it a little give it a little weight.
Yeah, a little bite to it. Yeah.
Yeah. Mostly because I like to play Slayer and Metallica.
Amen. Hell yeah.
So what are you guys doing in the meantime? Are you guys playing out before the album comes out? Like what are your immediate plans?
Ooh, immediate plans. Yeah, I don't know.
Today.
Yeah, well, actually, today we were laying down tracks for. We're doing a one-off contribution to a compilation of Ramones covers. So we're doing an instrumental version of our pick for the album, and I don't know when that's supposed to come out.
April-ish.
April-ish. Yeah.
Who's
And
putting
then,
that out?
It's a guy out of Moncton, New Brunswick.
I don't know if he uses a label name or not, to be honest. Like we met him personally, so I just know him as Michael Thorne, but I should have checked deeper into that. I don't know if he has like a technical, but
It's the second volume he's doing. So he put one out. It was basically like a lockdown project. He was like, everyone's locked down, and he paired up a bunch of musicians, random musicians who didn't necessarily play together, to do Ramones covers, and it's called the Ramones Project. It's on Bandcamp.
Oh,
It's
nice.
At home with
At Home with the Ramones.
home with the Ramones on
Yeah.
Bandcamp.
Yeah, and then so he's doing a second volume, and I guess that's somehow we played with one of his bands.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing that's how we got on his
first
radar
show
for that.
was with his band, wasn't it?
Yeah, our first gig was with his band. That's exactly right. Yeah. Make Believe Friends, by the way. From Moncton.
Friends. Cool.
Yeah, that's and yeah, he plays guitar and sings in that. And yeah, we met him through that. Knew we were surfing, knew we were a Ramones fan. I used to actually be in a Ramones cover band, and he knew about that too. And he messaged me about being on this compilation. I told him in a whole bunch of bands, like, which band do you want on your compilation? So I'm actually doing 2 songs on the compilation.
Oh, nice.
One, I'm paired up with a bunch of other dudes I don't play with, and they're just assigning us a song and you go play with strangers. It's kind of cool concept.
Nice.
And then us collective as a band, we're doing Comanche.
Comanche.
Oh, nice.
Command.
Sorry. Talking surf music and I screwed up. Yeah, Comanche. No, Commando.
Commando.
Yeah,
Awesome.
Same thing.
Awesome. So I'm going to guess, I could be wrong, but are you into horror movies?
yeah. Yeah.
That's
Definitely.
especially
Not at all.
Definitely, yeah.
Can't stand
Okay,
it.
I just heard a review of this and I haven't seen it yet, so I'm gonna ask if you've seen it. The new Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie.
No, I haven't seen it yet. I don't know if I will.
I heard
I'm gonna
something
watch
bad
it
about
tonight.
it.
And the fact that it exists is bad enough.
Whatever,
Yeah.
man. Don't knock it.
If I'm in the mood to watch Texas, I'll go put on the original.
Yeah, I just
Yes.
watched it the other night.
That-
Yeah. It's a gem.
Oh yeah, totally.
No, I don't mean to sound so old and crotchety. I'll probably give it a chance if I'm bored and think of it. Remember that it's out. I'll click play on it. I'm bored.
Not doing anything.
I wanted to see the other one was good that they came out with a couple years ago, the Leatherface movie, the origin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one was good, but some of the other ones are a little I don't know.
Yeah. Probably unnecessary, some of them, definitely.
Yeah,
I do like when
Matthew McConaughey one.
Yeah, no, that's not a good one. Yeah. No, I like when certain movies touch on a tinge of prequelness here and there. Like you're getting to see Leatherface as a kid a little bit sometimes is cool.
yeah,
Stuff like
definitely.
that. But generally I get all grumpy and pissy about remakes in
Oh
general.
man.
Yeah,
This one's like the first one. Like it mattered.
I'll give it a chance.
They're gonna start fighting about this.
like the Vince Vaughn one.
Yeah, no. Unnecessary.
I had a girl ask me to go see that with her, and I said, I don't know, I have something to do. And a couple years later, I watched it. And I was like, I'm so glad I didn't pay to watch that movie.
Right? Yeah. Good call. Good call.
You have a speech in that one too. Most of his movies, he's always got a speech in it.
So what's coming up immediately? Do you have shows booked?
No. I'm going away for a month,
Yeah.
and so nothing.
Yeah.
But these
Okay.
guys are going to be, they're in a band together, punk rock band, and just coincidentally, they're going to be gearing up to do some stuff. So it works out pretty well. And then for us, I guess, yeah, when I get back in April, we'll see what's going on. I mean, everything's so dependent on where COVID is at, right?
Yeah.
It's like, hopefully things will be opening up. And yeah, everyone will be putting on shows, and we'll have a glorious summer full of surf rock.
Here's hoping.
But here, yeah, who knows, right? So yeah, we don't have any